Hi, as our repo is approaching 1000 star, so we would like to start a series of videos to walk through our code base, explain the architecture, and hopefully help you understand more about Flutter Quill so that you can contribute to our repo. So let's start. Oh, by the way, before we start, if you can give a star to our repo or like our video, which will be appreciated. Okay, so now we go. So Flutter Quill is the text editor for Flutter. So it's totally based on Quill format. So the underlying format is based. If you click this link, basically this is Quill. So I think it's one of the favorite or popular formats in industry. I'm not going to spend too much time explaining it, but I would let you know that basically the underlying data structure is totally following the Quill JS. So if you have any question, so if you want to look into whatever attribute, I will explain attribute later. You can find it in Quill document. Okay, so we have the demo app. If you click this link, you can find it here. This is the homepage. We call it a bullet journal. If you click explore, you can open the web page. The web page is actually written in React, not Flutter. But like I mentioned, if you go to here, web, okay, so yeah, you can use our Flutter Quill to build a web application. As I mentioned, it's totally compatible with Quill. The underlying format is totally compatible with Quill, so you can totally just use React Quill for the web development if you are using React. So the web page is actually written in React. The mobile app, if you want to try out the mobile app, so we have both Android and Mac, iOS. So this is the Android app, and if you click it, this is the App Store app. You just need to click this button here. Okay, so next. So right now I'm just going through the Readme. So this is how you use it. If you want to try it out, building the application. So basically, I think I suggest you to use the sample page to play it. This is, I think, because the example here is not gonna be enough. So usually you want to use this. So if you use Android Studio, so this is how I work. So first, if you want to check the library code, you open the root folder. The root folder basically here has the YAML file, the lib folder, and the source, right? So all class being exported is here in the root. So this is our library. I'll explain the models and those folder how it looks like later, probably in the next video. Notice that you have the example folder. This is actually where you can run the code as an app, right? So I use another window. If you see the right bottom here, the example. So basically, I use another Android Studio window to basically it's like another project to open the example folder where you can just run it. So basically here in this example folder, you can run your emulator or connected phone device. So you can just run it. So it has iOS and Android. So you can actually build the app and run it out. It also comes with Windows, Linux, Mac OS if you want to run desktop and web. If there's any issue, you're welcome to fix it. Okay. So basically, if you want to experiment the code base, you can leverage this example folder. And the main logic is written in the homepage, this file. Basically, this is basically referencing. So this example folder referencing our lib folder. Let me go back. So this is this library. So it's basically like a wrapper to use it. So you can figure out. So basically, I think it's the best place you learn how to use the library here, the homepage. So it has Readme. Oh, actually, homepage is the default ones that in editing mode. So we have a boolean for read only. So basically here, I think here, when you use the Quill editor, the read only basically is false. Sorry, it's true. So basically this is true. So if you setting the read only flag to be true, then it's a read only. You cannot edit it anymore. Okay. So okay, let's go back to the home page. Okay. So basically, you can use the document to output the data. So basically, the underlying format is based on Quill, and you can also call it the data format. Okay. If you want to export the pure string, you can call to plain text. So data basically is a JSON format. If you look at the example folder, in the asset folder, you can actually have the sample data. So basically, if you run this, we have a default content. You will see basically in the end, when you open it, you'll see something like this. This is a screenshot of the content when you open the app. So this is the screenshot. So basically, when you open when you run example, this data is loading from the sample data.json here, this file, the JSON file. You can take a look. Basically, this is basically the data format or data. So it has different example like a bold, color, and different. So it's here you see the attributes, right? Okay, we can talk about it more later. So basically, if you have the data and you convert to JSON, and you can basically have a JSON object to manipulate with it. Okay, this is basically code how you basically when the user, your client or your customer edit the after the editing, you should be able to get the JSON object. Okay, this is the toolbar. For the toolbar, basically here you can have a look. This is a toolbar where you can make a manipulation of the fill the background color, clear format like this. Okay, we can talk about it later. This let's see. So the sample page, go back to this homepage. Also, if you look at the code, actually let me just use Android Studio. So here in the homepage class, you see here we are loading from asset. That's the sample data.json file. Okay, so that's the default content. I mean, if you want to have an empty one, you can just say something like this. Okay, we can talk about it later. I'm trying to find the toolbar here. Maybe let me just search for it. Toolbar. Yeah. So if you want to build a toolbar, you can leverage the class Quill toolbar to give some like some parameter, because there's a little bit of details which we'll explain in future series. Like you need to provide on image pick, because you might want to select image. Right, you want to like when you editing your text, sometimes you want to insert the image, right? Or sometimes you want to insert a video, so you need to see this. Okay. Anyway, basically this is the toolbar class. We can talk about more later. Okay. And so our repo is, I mean, pretty mature in mobile platform. For the web, we're still trying to make it better. So we'll talk about these two sections later, web and desktop. So that's it for today. You're welcome to leave any comment if you have questions, or just submit the issue if it is an issue. If you have a question to discuss, you better leave it in the discussion. We welcome any pull request. If you are welcome to contribute to this repo to make it better. Okay, that's it for today.